For this lesson, we'll be discussing pH and pOH. What do they mean and how do you calculate them? pH stands for the power of the hydrogen ion. pH measures how much hydrogen ion we have in solution. The pH scale ranges from 0 to 14. Less than 7, we call those solutions acidic. Greater than 7, we call them alkaline or basic. And at 7 are neutral solutions. We can calculate pH using this equation, the negative log of our concentration of our hydrogen ion, or the concentration of our acid. And we can also do the reverse. We can find our concentration by taking 10 to the power of the negative pH. In general, we round our numbers to 2 decimal places. Let's try an example. What is the pH of a solution with a hydrogen ion concentration of 5.67 times 10 to the negative 8? We need to use our pH equation, plugging in our concentration for hydrogen, and calculating. We get an answer of 7.25. For our second example, we want to find the concentration of our hydrogen ion if we know the pH is 6. We need to use our second equation, plugging in 6 for our pH, and then calculating. We get an answer of 1.0 times 10 to the negative 6. The pOH stands for the power of the hydroxide ion, or the OH ion. It measures how much hydroxide we have in solution. This scale is the opposite. It ranges from 0 to 14, where 0 to 7 is a basic solution, greater than 7 is acidic, and 7 is neutral. The two equations are very similar to our pH equations. This time we're plugging in the concentration of our hydroxide ion, or OH, or the concentration of our base. Otherwise, the equations are very similar. For this example, we want to find the pOH of a solution that has an OH concentration of 2.3 times 10 to the negative 5th. We're going to use our pOH equation, plugging in 2.3 times 10 to the negative 5th for OH, and then solving in our calculator. For this next example, we are asked to find the concentration of our hydroxide ion if our pOH is 4.2. We're going to be using our second OH equation, plugging in 4.2 for our pOH, and then solving in our calculator. The pH and the pOH do have a relationship. Here you can see their two scales being compared. For a solution, a solution's pH plus a solution's pOH should always add up to being 14. So if you know the pH, you can find the solution's pOH, or vice versa. So in this presentation, we've talked about 5 equations. Here's how we use those equations to convert between 4 different values: our concentration of our hydrogen ion, our pH, our concentration of hydroxide ion, and our pOH. For this last example, we are asked to find the 3 remaining values when we are given the concentration of our hydroxide ion. I would first use my pOH equation, taking the negative log of my concentration, to get my value of 3.8. Then I would subtract that from 14 to get my pH. Finally, I would use that pH value of 10.2 and take 10 to the power of negative 10.2 to get my concentration of my hydrogen ion. Finally, I need to determine whether it's an acid, base, or neutral. By looking at my pH, meaning it's greater than 7, I know it's a base.